Good day.
Good day. No, good day.
As Jack Doohan would have once said in an F1 paddock, good day.
Yes. We have an Australian Dan this week and an Australian Alex. Welcome back to the Lapdown podcast.
Fuck, I get around, don't I?
This is how we're combating the British bias, is that you've now gone to Australia. So we now have two Australian hosts. So it's now Australian bias. So it's Oscar bias all the way
we are
through
Oscar bias.
this episode.
And there'll be more of this coming up in this week's episode of the best Formula One podcast you've not listened to yet. So welcome in if you're new here for the first time. Make sure you're following, make sure you're subscribing, make sure you're liking, make sure you're sharing, make sure you're leaving us reviews and sending us nice emails to lapdownpod@gmail.com if you have anything you would like for us to discuss on the best Formula One podcast in the world that no one's ever heard of.
Yes. And we've got so much to talk about this week. We're ready to go to Vegas, and Vegas means one thing, and that is paint on everything. Doesn't matter if it's related to you in any way, paint it.
We're back in the States.
We've got helmets, we've got cars, we've got all sorts of paint to talk about. We've got some F1 Academy stuff to talk about on this episode as well, which I will admit, not an area we've previously strayed into massively, and I will also admit not an area that I know anything about, but there's paint involved. And when there's paint involved, I'm in.
Yes. When there's paint, we're there. But we're back in the States, which basically means everybody has been down to home base or Bunnings, as I've since learned.
Have you had a saucy sizzle?
Yeah, exactly. And gone and got yourself as many Dulux tester pots as you possibly can, shook them all up, given them to a toddler, and sprayed them all over the cars and gone, America. Because this is apparently the only way that Americans can enjoy Formula One, is by being overstimulated by the fact that they get to look at sparkly and pretty things go around a circuit for about an hour and a half. And if that's the way it works, then we're all for it. Because you and I, this is our wheelhouse. We don't need investigative journalism for this. We just this is where we operate. This is our level.
Correct. Absolutely. But this, I think, and we need someone to go and do the analysis on this. I think if you went back over the course of the year and attributed a topic to each minute of the podcast, I think paint wins across the board.
Without doubt.
It is what we do. And this isn't even, there will be a special edition paint rank at some point before the end of the year or early next year. And yeah, it's what we do.
It's going to be a big tier list, that one as well, isn't it?
So, I mean, I'm going to have to start planning that now.
Yeah.
This is
the McLaren livery. This is the 16th McLaren livery of the season because we went back to America.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
and we just have to keep
start
going.
With paint.
Should we start with paint? We'll start with paint. Should we start with car paint as well?
Yeah.
We've got 4 special edition liveries for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. We're going to go through them in a second, but down off the top of the dome, rank, go, 1 through 4. We've got V-Carb, Williams, Alpine, and the Sauber.
You've just ranked it for me.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah,
in that order.
Yep. Interesting.
That's it.
I'm amazed you've given the Alpine, enough credit or any credit at all for just going back to a livery they've used before and calling it a special one.
See, the thing is though, is that whilst I agree with your point, there isn't enough bright color on the grid, generally speaking. And that car will stand out because it's now covered in pinkness.
Very valid.
And I'm a fan. I'm quite happy to say that I quite like a bit of pinkness going on in my life, and I quite enjoy the Alpine with its pinkness.
It's a very attractive looking car. It's an objectively pleasant livery, but I don't believe it's right to call it a special livery. That's my...
Have you seen the hubcaps that look like a roulette wheel?
I feel like I've seen that on about 8 cars, and I always enjoy it, and I will continue to enjoy it. But yeah, they've just kind of gone back to their first 3 round of the year BWT livery.
Yeah.
But no, it's nice. It's nice. It's not special, is what I would say.
Okay, fine. Steak. Discuss.
The message is quite nice for the steak livery. Checkered flag for us as this team where, I assume they're keeping this for the next 3 races.
Who knows? Who knows?
I would like to, and I'm putting this on the record now, I would like to see next time out, Qatar next time out in Qatar,
Abu Dhabi.
I want more of the checkered flag on the car. So I want this to be an evolving livery, and then I'm on board. And I will go back and I will upgrade their livery for Vegas
Yeah.
if there's more checkered flags stuck to the car in Qatar. Because then
Okay.
I'm all in on their story of we're bringing, we're waving the flag on our timers,
Like
kick
Shakira.
steaks, Sauber, yeah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
Then I'm on board. As it stands, I mean, I'm going to be contradictory. I was going to say it's a bit Hot Wheels and it's a bit sort of like naff, but then that's what I've asked for from special edition liveries before, is that they should be a bit naff and a bit Hot Wheels. So, yeah, I don't mind it. I prefer it to the Alpine because of the specialness.
That's fine. That's fine. It's very low hanging fruit, isn't it? It's kind
Yeah.
of level 30 of a paddock pass type situation here, that it's kind of like, oh, we're unlocked it, which they kind of have done. They've got to the end of it now.
Yeah.
And they've unlocked the special livery and they've just gone, yeah, we'll just stick it on and see what happens. But if it's the flag side of thing that they're going to go down, if they keep it going for Qatar and then Abu Dhabi, I suspect that checkered flag is going to start looking more and more like a blue flag as those Grand Prix go on. And actually, the checkered flag reference may become less and less because, I mean, the car is awful. But, yeah, no, it just stinks. But no, I'll pay it. I'll pay it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not something that I would particularly choose. But I appreciate the message behind it. I appreciate the thought. I just don't think it's been executed particularly well.
Yeah. What's your thoughts? And we're a little bit late to this, but it wraps into this nicely. What's your thoughts on the Audi? The Audi concept livery that they revealed, that was sort of like the car might look slightly like this, maybe somewhat, but then it's obviously got no sponsors on it, so it's going to end up looking nothing like that. But thoughts on what Audi showed off?
The first thing I could think of, and I don't know the exact name of the animal, but what's that kind of like whale that's got like a massive forehead? And all I could
yeah.
think, like,
Is that
all
a
I could think-
beluga?
I think it is. And I kind of saw the nose of the Audi, and I thought to myself, that doesn't look like the fastest front nose of a Formula One car that I've ever seen in my life. It looked like something that is kind of a bit kind of bulbous and a bit bouncy. What did I think it looked like? I mean, at least it had some red on it.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's going straight down the kind of the boring, we're never going to see the bloody thing because it just blends into the tarmac and the night sky of whatever street night race we're going to be running for that weekend. You're right, it's not got sponsors on it. That will take up a huge part of it. And I dare say some of those colorways will change depending on who comes on board, because it's very unlikely, isn't it, that it's going to be an exclusive Audi Sport Formula One team with absolutely no financial backing whatsoever. They're going to have to sell a few more A1s and A3s around the course of the UK in order to make that happen. But it's very Audi. The colors are Audi, so I don't mind it.
Yeah. Yeah, and have you seen as well that we're next year minimum 55% of the car must be painted, which I believe is up from this year's reg. Or this year might not even have I don't know if there's an official reg on it this year or not, but from next year, they've agreed 55% must be non-bare carbon. So
That's quite exciting.
it's a step in the right direction. I'd like the number to be higher still, but it's a step in the right direction at least. So yeah.
Gives us something to talk about as well.
With the paint pod.
Right. Williams.
Paint pod. Williams. Me and you had a brief discussion about the Williams livery when we both saw it. And I think we can all agree the Vegas livery for the Williams is the most boring but beautiful special edition livery of the year, surely.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It's nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of stunning and shit all at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's subtly beautiful. Like, and I would probably use that word to describe it. It is just beautiful to look at. But other than a bit of multicolored pinstriping down the side, there is literally nothing there. If anything, they've just taken more of the normal color off of it.
Yeah. It's just a very plain black livery that then has a very sexy stripe, which is somehow lifting the whole livery into really quite a nice place.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hearing.
What if that stripe, because we've only seen renders, what if that stripe is actually like pulsating lights?
Right,
strobe?
LED strip.
Yeah, how good would that be?
I'm on board. Weren't we meant to have... What happened to the LED wheel covers that we were meant to have? Do you remember those?
I remember those.
We were meant to have messages and like tire info and we were meant to have glowing neon wheel caps at some point. What the fuck happened to those?
I don't know. I'm guessing they never made it through QC.
I'm not happy about that.
That's
Because
four.
now was the time. Williams, now was the time to bring him
Have you
back.
still got Stefano's number?
Yep, I'll buzz him.
I reckon give him a call. Give him a quick call.
And on that point, does McLaren still do their changey sponsor panels? You know how they put Kindles on either side of the near the halo? This is just a remembrance podcast now. We're just looking back to all things that I know happened at some point.
It's one of those things, isn't it? Is I have no idea because I never really noticed them in the first place.
No, which is in theory good because that they're doing their job then. That
Yeah,
they're
but
just
not for
supposed
those
to let
brands
you see
that are
different.
paying £1 million a minute to be on there.
Well, no, because you don't want to notice the novelty of the change. You just want to notice the logos and then realize that you have no need for cloud computing technology or water filtration systems.
Not at the minute.
No, but you might in future.
Yeah, I might
You
in future. Okay,
Um,
Williams, boxed off. Lovely.
Yeah, good. And I'll tell you what, they've bloody done it again. The V-carb, stunning. They don't miss. If they could design a car as well as they paint a car, we would have Liam Lawson world champion by like the European leg of the season.
Yeah, I mean, if they recruited their drivers like they designed their cars, we'd probably be doing okay as well. But no, it's just nice, isn't it? It's cool.
Yeah.
It's pearlescent, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
I mean, they had some god-awful merchandise and terrible things that went along with that Shaboobies livery that they ran in Austin or Texas, whatever that Grand Prix. Or is that actually the US Grand Prix? No, I think that's the US
That is
Grand
the
Prix.
US Grand Prix, yeah.
So I'm curious to see what kind of like 90s romper suits that they've got rocking around here with like some kind of pearlescent shoulder pads and stuff that we're going to be seeing in Vegas. It's very Vegasy, isn't it?
Yes.
Very Vegasy.
But
I
not
hope-
tacky. Not tacky Vegas.
No.
Actual 5-star Vegas.
Yeah, proper like Bellagio type
Yeah.
vibes. Assuming that's a 5-star hotel. I think it's in Vegas.
Yes, not been. But
No. Well, I have. Have I been there? I don't know. I've been to Vegas. I don't know
There
if
we
I
go.
went to Bellagio. Anyway, no, it's nice. It's nice, and I just really hope it is as kind of twinkly and sparkly and kind of flobbity bobbity as it goes round the circuit
Yes.
under all of the street lights.
I want maximum flobbity bobbity, please.
Give me the flobbity
This is
bobbity.
always the case. And then we don't, and this might be actually our first F1 Academy mention on the podcast. Lego is now a team in F1 Academy. And they have unveiled their livery, and it might be the most disappointing thing I've ever seen on a track. What the fuck is that? What have you done, lads? Have you forgotten that you're Lego? I don't get it.
But they make those speed champions, so it must be kind of the same.
But there's no Lego on the car. Make it a Lego car, please.
I mean, they could, but those kind of like 2x4 blocks aren't the most aerodynamic things in
Just
the world.
paint the bastards on. Give me a single stud anywhere.
Yeah,
It's just plain yellow. It's wank.
yep.
They
fine.
could have done the best thing, and they have instead done the worst thing, and now I'm rooting against them.
Yeah, maybe they're going to take Audi on.
Maybe. Yeah, that could be
Could
it. It is just a weird choice, though, because
Yeah,
it's such a slam dunk for them just to have put studs all over the top of it. Like, it's not even an ugly livery. It's a very basic early paddock pass livery.
yeah, it's
But
fine.
if you'd have put studs all over the top of it, I would have gone, had to be done. It's Williams Duracell business. Great stuff.
Yeah,
Tick, move on.
yeah. Yeah,
No, I don't like
yeah.
it.
If you're going to go, I'm kind of going more towards what the way now with like product placement and branding, where it's kind of so over the top that it's a complete and utter lie and fabrication of the truth, but it makes it funny and
Yes.
it makes it good. So, and that Duracell battery is exactly that. It's kind of like, well, they've not just kind of like in some italics written Duracell down the thingy and just left it in blue. They've gone, no, we're just going to stick a battery on the top.
Battery.
And I agree with you. I mean, that entire kind of like thingy cover, whatever it's called, engine cover, I guess,
Yeah.
for want of a better word. They could have just made, as you said, stenciled on a Lego brick.
Yeah.
Everybody would have been well excited about it. So,
Yes.
yeah, disappointing for Lego. Maybe go back to making those 22.99 speed champions instead, and move on with your life. Can we talk about helmets?
Let's talk about helmets because, God, there are a lot of them for Vegas.
Many helmets.
From my check, and there might be some that haven't announced them yet, we've got Lando, Oscar, Lewis, Ocon, Yuki, Russell, Kimi Antonelli.
Yes.
All running special lids for Vegas.
Before we started, you name checked about 2 or 3 of them to say they're not even worth talking about. So do you just want to name check them and just get them out of the way?
Yeah, Kimi's is it's not a special edition helmet. It's a perfectly pleasant looking helmet, but it's not special. It's just nice. George Russell's is fine. It's like quite a sleek black number. It's got his T-pose on the back of it. It's got some Vegas-y house cardy sort of stuff. It's tasteful. It's relatively classy. Yeah, I'm on board with it. Yuki's, again, it's nice. I think Yuki does helmets really well. I think a lot of the time we speak favorably about a Yuki helmet of one nature or another. Yuki's auctioning his off post-race for charity, which gets him bonus points as well. It's just a nice, easy thing to be doing. And then we get into the heavier hitters. Esteban Ocon, bit of Spooderman business. We've got... now, my Spider-Man knowledge is weak, admittedly.
Yeah.
I know the Spider-Man side. I've seen that costume. I think the other side is it's Venom. At that point, my knowledge fades away.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure it's very good.
Yeah.
Because...
It's a two-sided helmet with Spooderman on one side and I assume a Spooderman enemy, an anti-Spood on the other side. Nice. Yeah, it's cool. It's special edition. It's a fun helmet. Which I'm on board with. Let's talk about Lando's helmet. Lando's cake helmet that's not cake, that's art, that's all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Is it smooth to touch, or is it like...
I assume we're in a disco ball situation again, where he's revealed sort of the show helmet that's all textury, and then he'll have a painted replica shiny version.
So it's not actually the Mona Lisa, it's a poster of the Mona Lisa type situation.
It's a print from the gift shop.
In which case, I tell you what, I will reserve judgment and find out what it actually looks like when I see him wandering around during the course of the Vegas Grand Prix. Because at the minute, all I'd say is that whoever is the chief aerodynamicist at McLaren would be absolutely furious with him, because it looks, as you say, like it's just covered in fondant icing or paper mache.
It does look delicious. I will say that. It looks sweet and delicious.
Would you like to nibble on Lando's helmet?
Yes.
Getting it out there.
I'll lick it clean.
Shall we speak about Oscars? Because this, according to the headline of the Formula One website, this is Oscar's nod to his RC days, which I can only assume the translation it just means childhood.
Well, he did competitive remote control car racing
when he was a child,
as a youth. Yes, as a smaller
national
Oscar
title in 2010, apparently.
There you go.
That seems like an excessive thing to do, doesn't it? Like travel around all of Australia to win the national title in RC car racing. Like that's a lot of travel.
Yeah.
Like that is a lot. I mean, the family isn't hard up, is it? Clearly, if they've managed to get Oscar all the way through to Formula One, so I suppose it's probably pocket change to stick him on a couple of like Virgin Australia flights as a 7-year-old by himself with his Steve McQueen or Lightning McQueen RC car to bob around in. But I mean, if look, there's a picture here. If this was his car that he won it in, and he's gone, I want this car livery on my head. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Does it look like an entry-level kind of helmet that's been picked up from the local motorcycle shop? Yes. But it's special. It's special, and it ticks the special box.
See, I'm going to disagree here. I think it looks sick, because I'm getting real 90s Saved by the Bell title sequence vibes, like Kath and Kim speed walking tracksuit kind of vibes.
Oscar wasn't alive when that was out, but fine.
It also feels a little bit out of character almost for a Piastri special edition, because it's quite bright and colourful. And I feel like previously he's not done
Oscar
bright
Piastri
and colourful.
Not a bright and colourful individual.
Attention grabbing. He's not done that in the past. But no, I really like it. It is quite basic, but obviously it's basic in homage. So they couldn't really go sort of non-basic with it. But no, I'm all for it. Have you seen, by the way, that Grilled, the burger company, that you might have had a Grilled while you're in Australia?
I haven't seen a Grilled.
They make a slightly healthier burger. They have an Oscar Piastri burger, and they originally had a sponsorship, like special event where every time Oscar got on the podium, you got buy one get one free on burgers at Grilled.
Not had one of them for a while then.
They've retracted that deal now, and the deal is now every time Oscar finishes a race, you get buy one get one free burgers. Which I'm not saying that the pressure might be getting to everyone, but when the burgers are also bottling it, we're in serious strife.
Lads, we can't sell the bloody things. Let's change the promo.
Yeah. So it's not what you need from your own burger, special
it's
edition.
not the
that they
backing
don't
that you're
think
after,
you
is
get on
it?
the podium.
Should we talk about Lewis Hamilton's glittery?
Let's talk about Lewis Hamilton's glittery helmet because she's glittery.
Fucking right, it's glittery. That again, like, goes into the Lando Norris disco ball one, doesn't it? It's like, has that had to go through any form of scrutineering to make sure that it is actually safe to go out onto
sealed over the top?
No, not that. But I mean, like, say he's going around the corner and all of a sudden he goes, and he picks up the thing of light, and then all next thing you know is that Fernando Alonso is now blind. This is the bit that I'm kind of concerned about. I don't necessarily mind about the fact that it might be a bit whatever, but I would imagine, yes, it's been kind of sealed over with some form of resin. But if it's that sparkly, I mean, are we just going to see, was it Daft Punk, that band that just like shot laser beams out of their head on one of those things? Are we seeing this from Lewis Hamilton during the Las Vegas Grand Prix, and all of these people that are going to be going up and down the escalators all night because they can't afford to buy the tickets to go and watch it? It's just going to be like picked off every 5 minutes by laser beams from Lewis Hamilton's helmet going pew, 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 pew. And Lewis Hamilton
get to Q3,
the Las Vegas Grand Prix, because he's the only person driving.
Well, he might get to Q3 that way at least. So, because I'm not think he's getting there otherwise, but getting there that way. Do you have a favorite helmet of the bunch?
I mean, Lewis has got to be up there, isn't it? Because it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just stupid.
I'm giving it to Oscar just because I just think the colours are nice. I like the colours.
Yeah, and we are now an Australian bias podcast,
and we've got that Aussie bias, so that's how that works. I will roll on before we sort of actually get into the weekend ahead. I'd like to bring to the committee, please, a little bit of preferred driver of the Lap Down podcast discussion.
I'm listening.
I'm not suggesting that this person is currently actively battling on track with Gabriel Bortoleto, because I will say that Gabby pulled away a little bit again, because I saw a very long TikTok of him explaining why Tung 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 Sahur is his favourite Italian brain rot character, and it was almost like a montage of all the times that he's defended Tung Tung Tung. So I've got a lot of time for that. I then saw a TikTok the other day where Gabby told on Jonathan Wheatley because Hulkenberg kept punching him, and Wheatley walked past and went, well, is he punching you in the head or the arse? And Hulkenberg went, well, I punch him in the head and he punches me in the arse. And Wheatley goes, I've just got 2 more children, and walks away. This is why he's the preferred driver.
Yeah.
But I'm going to bring to you a challenger based on what I've seen recently. And it actually ties in with what we said, I think, last week or the week before, that the VCARB social media team killing it. I'd like to put just on the radar, you know, when, like, in the timing tower, there's a battle going on down the field, and they bring the battle. I just want to put in the battle channel Liam Lawson.
Okay.
Because now that I don't think he's terrified for his life and job, he's actually come out of his shell a little bit. And what tipped it over the edge, and why he's now got this nomination from me, is he's getting stitched up at the minute by the VCARB admin, who just keeps making him do the various, like, interview things where you get them to say something. And he nearly called his own admin a cunt in a piece of team media. And I would go as far, he stops himself.
Yeah.
But he goes as far as to say, oh, and then goes, I can't do this in team media. And he cuts it off after the C. So much time for that. And also so much time for them actually still posting it, despite the fact that he's very clearly about to call him a cunt. So for that alone, just like to put him on radar. Battle channel.
That's fine. Hey, he's very much bleeping on my submarine radar at the minute. I will say, if he did go full C-bomb, and it was then still posted with a little bleep or something.
At that point, we're side by side.
I think he goes into the preferred driver of the Lap Down podcast Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is,
Podium.
is
Podium
my
business.
kind of stance on it. So, hey, good for you, Liam. I'm glad you're thinking outside of the box. It's not just on the racetrack where this counts.
Yeah.
This is important. This is an honor. And Gabby's currently got it. Franco's had it for a while, for a long time, but lost it. Gabby's got it. Liam, maybe 2026, but Valtteri Bottas returns. So
He's also blipping. We've got some
very
blips.
blipping.
We've got some blips on this radar. We've got some blips.
Valtteri's kind of beep, 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 whereas Liam at the minute is just going beep,
Yeah.
beep.
If this was a movie, we've suddenly gone, oh, whoa, hang on. We're out in space. Why is there suddenly a blip over there? That should just be the, dead void of the galaxy.
Turn starboard, Captain.
Yes. Is starboard left or right?
I couldn't tell you.
Excellent. Rosie, is starboard left or right, please?
To be fair,
Thank you.
to be fair, if you turn starboard enough, you'd end up going left or right, wouldn't you? So
True. I'll make it work.
we'll figure it out. Right, Grand Prix.
Yeah. Max Verstappen is incredible at Formula One, right?
He
and I
is.
think I've worked out why. Because he just operates on a level so much higher than all of the other drivers. Because his analysis of conditions, unmatched. He said during the week, well, if it rains, the tarmac will be wet.
Can't argue with it.
Will Buxton, are you back? Thanks, Max.
I mean, the thing is, think of all the extra space he's got in his brain to think about the other things. Like, he's not worrying about intermediates or standing water or puddles or rivers or traction zones or anything like that. He's just gone, yeah, it'll be wet.
Yeah.
And then he's carried on with his life and started thinking about whatever else he's had to think about. If you ask me, I mean, that is one of the most efficient ways to describe weather conditions. He's a bit like that rock attached to a string, isn't it? It's kind of like, is the rock wet? Yes, then it's raining. Is it moving? Yes, then it's windy. Is it hot? Yes, then it's sunny. That Max Verstappen is the rock attached to the string.
Yep. No, I'll allow it. What he is sort of covering, though, is that it has been bloody wet in Vegas so far this week. But I'm currently looking at the forecast, and it's going to be bloody dry come the race weekend. So no cause for alarm. We'll all carry on with our lives.
Yeah, it's amazing what the aliens can do with planes and cloud seeding, isn't it? To kind of make the middle of one of the most arid places in the world just all of a sudden soggy. Anyway, let's not go down that tinfoil hat conspiracy. Is there anything else that we've got to rattle through ahead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix? Because I realise I'm going slowly and slowly more into the dark here whilst I'm sat in Perth.
We just need to talk a little bit about how half the cars on the grid are apparently illegal, according to the FIA. And
here we go again.
Eagle-eyed Joe Bauer, who you just always see lurking in the garage with his clipboard.
Cheers,
He's having
Joe.
a peek. He's having a nosy. He don't like it. He's concerned. We've got some skid blocks that aren't legal, apparently.
Such a person just to go around and piss in people's cornflakes.
I mean, he's doing his job.
Like, rules are rules, laws are laws, regulations are regulations. But I mean, why have we waited till the third last Grand Prix of the year before he's gone? Yeah, this is definitely a problem.
Well, I think because he's only just caught them. I don't think it's that they've known all along and they're now concerned about it. I think it's only now that he's gone, whoa, I don't think that's not okay.
But you said something about them expanding, didn't you? Under heat
So
or something?
what the suggestion is that there are a number of teams who are using, I don't know the technical ins and outs. They don't quite go into this. And we are still at sort of rumorish territory. But the titanium skid block on the bottom, they are, it's set up, they've got it set up in a way that allows that to expand as it gets hot. Obviously, as it expands, it then runs closer to the track. So that in theory, the ride height of the car then becomes lower overall. Yep. And then it can, as it cools, it can raise again, and then it can meet the requirements of something. But basically, the regulations say that the ride height must be fixed for the duration. You can't have a changing ride height, an adaptable ride height. So it's more than one team, according to these rumors. It's not just as if like McLaren have managed to do this and no one else has. It's multiple teams all kind of cottoned onto the same thing. But I can imagine nothing comes of it, bearing in mind that it's multiple teams. We've got 3 rounds left. Yeah, championship's sewn up, but Old Joe. Joe's got his peepers on you.
Yeah, I tell you what, firstly, it's bloody clever, isn't it, to be able to develop those things to actually do that.
Yeah.
And then second of all, even more impressive, the fact that he can see that at 210 mile an hour as it's flying down the circuit. Because it isn't, I dare say it's not expanding whilst it's stationary and on its jacks in the garage.
No.
So, yeah, good for him. Good eye and bloody good work from whichever engineer has decided that that is a way that they can go and gain a couple of... And I don't mind that in Formula One.
I love it.
I love that little kind of, we've just done something incredibly sneaky. Yeah. And I love it. And probably it's on Lando's car and not on Oscar's, which is why he's obviously kind of winning the world championship now. And McLaren are being racist towards all of us Australians.
I think we have talked about it before, though, haven't we? That it's that the definition between illegal and not legal is almost the greatest bit of Formula One. That if the regulations don't say that I can't do something, then in my mind, I can do that thing until you tell me I can't. And there's been a few articles actually this week about engineers are panicking about next year because they're finding it really difficult because the regulations were good. That's the fucking point. Yeah. It's a car building competition. I don't want them all to go, oh yeah, piece of piss, these regs. Easy.
Figure it out.
I want carnage through even all of 26. I want cars that are, as good as close competitive racing and stuff is.
Yeah.
I bring the engineers back into it. Design a really good car.
Yeah. Make them work.
Exactly.
Get the pay.
Earn their money. Yep. Right. Should we pick some drivers for our weekend in Vegas?
I think it's about time, sir. And I believe you get first dibs this time around for the
Here we go.
Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Let's shuffle that wheel.
Hopefully you get a bit of a soggy master here if Max is right about his weather forecasting.
There he goes. He's spun past me on the wheel, and once again, I might as well assign him permanently because Fernando Alonso is back in my team.
Look, if you get on well, why change
I'm not sure I've raced with anyone but Fernando Alonso this year. He might actually occupy both seats.
You've had him 2 weeks in a row. Let's not get over dramatic.
It's too many. Too many in a row is what that is.
I'm not going to argue at that point. Who are we going for?
Your first driver, not the orange boy. Stop on Ollie Behrman, please. Thank you. Okay.
I mean, could be okay, or it could be
Ollie Behrman's
awful.
Got some points in him. He's got points potential.
Yeah, it's kind of
PP
like
on Behrman.
Kind of feels like it's like 6 points or none points.
Yeah.
Whereas Alonso is like 2 points or none points.
Yes. So, your ceiling is certainly higher. Speaking of high ceilings, don't need one. Shortest driver on the grid. Yuki fucking Tsunoda, fuck off. He comes up a lot as well, I swear. We're going to have to run some proper stats on this at the end of the year. I feel like we've had a lot of Yuki business.
Yeah, we'll work through it. He has... Yuki Tsunoda has been involved in the last 4 Grand Prix weekends.
Just the bloke... I guess he's cashing in on his last few weeks in Formula One.
I've had him 3 weeks on the bounce.
I'm not sure we're seeing him next year, so good of him to at least...
Come on.
In there while they could.
Come on.
And
give
finish
us
you off.
Good. It could be keep sliding, please.
It has kept sliding. Sliding. Kimi Antonelli, there's your star boy for the weekend. That's where things are going to move. If they're going to move, that's where they're moving.
Yeah.
Because Mercedes usually goes quite well around Vegas as well, I think.
It does. And he's got a special helmet. So I think you've spun quite well there, I think. What I will say, you were, as soon as you got past Pierre Gasly here, you were in serious business because on the wheel, we then went Antonelli, Verstappen, Piastri, Norris, Leclerc. Yeah.
You had a tidy quarter of the wheel there.
When you get past the Frenchman, you start looking all right, don't you? But
yeah, I mean, before that, it was Hulkenberg, Hadjar, and Gasly. Yeah. So and there was you had to get through the mud in order to get to the good bits. Right then.
Wonderful work as always.
Wonderful work as always. Dan, you're over in Australia at the minute doing content-y things, and there is now more content that people can see from you. So tell me all the various places that people can find you.
So much content. So YouTube now is Dan Jads' Cricket Club, and there'll be all kinds of Ashes-related stuff going on over there, or on socials at Dan Jads on Instagram and TikTok, where there'll be more Ashes stuff going on over there as well. It's one of those things at the minute, I can't post the stuff quick enough, which isn't a bad idea. But I've got a lot of it. How about yourself? You haven't got long left, have you? Back in?
No, there's no point following much, really. You can get yourself ready at twitch.tv/Hey Look It's Alex, but there's not going to be much, if any, stream activity on there for the next couple of months. I might get a couple of random ones in while I'm just chilling out in Oz, but they will be on strange time zones. So in the meantime, you should follow the Lap Down Pod on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, and you should share it with someone. You should subscribe on all these places and like and leave reviews and all that stuff. lapdownpod@gmail.com if you want to send us an email as well. And in the meantime, we've got Saturday Grand Prix action.
Well, Sunday for me.
Sunday for you, Sunday for me in theory as well.
Yeah.
But actually, I could probably sit at the airport and watch that. That's tremendous.
Are we? No, you're stopping off somewhere on the way. I was going to say, we're not shaking hands on the way, are we?
No, I'm in Singapore for all of next week, just scoping out the Grand Prix circuit.
Good idea. Sensible.
Yeah. Make sure it's still all up to code and stuff.
Well, that'll be good to catch up.
Yes.
With our man on the ground.
Absolutely.
All
right.
Good news. Cool.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.